Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Daniel Smith, and I want to ask you something before we dive in. What number do you think would make you feel truly wealthy? A billion? 5 million? 10? Here's what's wild. I've talked to people who've closed $46 million exits, people who've distributed $42 million to investors, people who've generated over $100 million in a single weekend. And when you ask them, when did you actually feel wealthy? Almost every single one of them gives you the same surprising answer. It wasn't the big exit. It wasn't the wire transfer with all the zeros. It was the day they had $100,000 sitting in their bank account. And I know what you're thinking. That sounds crazy. But stick with me, because this video might be the most practically useful thing you watch this entire year. Whether you're trying to escape paycheck-to-paycheck living, build real financial freedom, find the right side hustle ideas for 2026, or finally unlock a wealth-building strategy that isn't just theory, this is the 6-step roadmap to making and banking your first $100,000. Not revenue, not gross income. Cash. In the bank, yours. Let's get into it. Here's a reality that most personal finance content skips over completely. In 2026, nearly 60% of Americans are still living paycheck to paycheck, according to recent Lending Club data. Inflation is cooled from its 2022 peak, but the damage to household budgets is still real. Groceries cost more, rent hasn't come back down, and the dream of financial freedom feels further away than ever for a lot of people. And yet, every week, you're scrolling through content about passive income ideas, dividend stocks, real estate investing for beginners, or how to start a business in 2026. The information is everywhere. The results aren't. Why? Because most people are trying to build a skyscraper before they've poured the foundation. The foundation is $100,000 in the bank. Not invested, not leveraged, liquid. Because until you have that, you cannot think long-term. You're too busy surviving. You're doing math in your head about whether you can afford groceries. You're stress-checking your bank account before buying a tank of gas. And here's the thing nobody says out loud. You cannot build real wealth from a place of scarcity. You just can't. Maslow's hierarchy of needs isn't just pop psychology, it's economics. When rent is due tomorrow, your brain is not capable of thinking about your 5-year financial vision. That's just how humans work. So the goal of this video is simple. Get you to the checkpoint. Get you to the moment where you stop surviving and start actually building.
Here's what I think most of you watching this actually want. You don't just want money. You want the feeling that comes with money. You want to wake up in the morning and not immediately feel that knot in your stomach. You want to stop doing the mental math every time you swipe your card. You want to tell your family you're okay. You want options. That's financial freedom. And for a lot of us, the path to financial freedom starts with one clear, achievable, specific goal: $100,000 in savings. That's the dream right now. Not a mansion, not a yacht, just a number on a screen that tells you you're safe. You have runway. You can take risks now. That's what we're building toward, and here's the 6-step plan to get you there. Before we get into the steps, let's be honest about why most people never hit this number, even when they want to badly. It's not laziness. It's not bad luck. It's a combination of 3 invisible forces that drain your progress before you even get started. First, lifestyle inflation. The moment people make a little more money, they spend a little more. New car, nicer apartment, more dining out. The income goes up and the savings stay at zero. I personally know guys making $40,000 a month who spend every single dollar and had nothing to show for it after years of strong earnings. Income without discipline is just an expensive lifestyle. Second, time poverty. People say they don't have time to build something on the side, but what they usually mean is they're not being intentional with the time they do have. You have a 9-to-5. You also have 2 4-hour blocks every day, morning and evening, that most people are spending on Netflix, doom scrolling, and low-value activities. That's 8 hours a day of potential that's being left on the table. Third, skill mismatch. This one is subtle but deadly. Most people are out here trying to make money by doing things nobody is actively paying for, at least not yet.
They're building products before validating demand. They're learning skills that don't have a clear marketplace, and they wonder why nothing converts. These three forces, lifestyle inflation, time poverty, and skill mismatch, are the real reason the first 100K feels impossible. But each one has a specific solution. Step 1, cut every single cost. Not most costs, all costs. This is where you have to be ruthless with yourself. We're talking discount groceries only. No eating out, not once. Your current wardrobe is your wardrobe for the next 2 years, and your housing situation needs to be as lean as humanly possible. Roommates, family, whatever it takes. The goal is to create a gap between what you earn and what you spend, and then widen that gap as aggressively as possible. The reason this matters is that every dollar you save isn't just a dollar. It's ammunition. It's future tuition for the skills you're going to learn. It's the seed capital for your first attempt at building income. Without that gap, you're running on a treadmill. You're working hard and going nowhere. Step 2, save your time. This is about treating your hours like money because they literally are. If you have a 9 to 5, your window is 5 to 9 in the morning and 5 to 9 at night. That's your time, but raw time means nothing without structure. Here's a simple framework that works. Split your available hours into 3 4-hour blocks. 1 for promotion, telling people about what you do. 1 for delivery, serving the people who are already paying you. And 1 for building, creating the future version of what you offer. Promote, deliver, build. That's the operating system. And here's a productivity concept that changes everything once you understand it. The difference between maker mode and manager mode. When you're making, writing, creating, learning, building, you need long, uninterrupted blocks with 0 distractions. When you're managing, calls, messages, client check-ins, fragmented time is fine. The mistake most people make is mixing the two. Task switching is one of the biggest killers of real output. Protect your maker time like it's your most valuable asset, because it is. Step 4, research skills people already pay for. Don't try to invent demand. Find it. Look at what businesses are spending money on right now. Content creation, copywriting, ad management, funnel building, customer service, community management. Each of these is a standalone skill that people are paying real money for in 2026. Pick one. Or if you're thinking consumer side, pull up your own bank statement. Look at what you spend money on every month. Wherever you spend money without thinking about it, that's where demand lives. Then apply this rule. 1 product, 1 audience, 1 channel until you hit 7 figures. Stop scattering your attention across 10 ideas. Focus is the actual strategy. Step 4, learn the right way. Here's the honest truth about learning. Most people aren't actually doing it. Listening to a podcast isn't learning. Watching YouTube videos isn't learning. Learning is defined by one thing: same condition, new behavior. If you're sitting in the same room doing the same things every day, the content you're consuming is not changing you. And if it's not changing you, it's not teaching you anything. The real framework for building skills fast is what some call the 10,000 iterations principle. Not hours, iterations. You post content and nothing happens, that's feedback. A sales call that didn't convert, that's feedback. You analyze the top 10% of your outputs versus the bottom 90%. You find the patterns. You eliminate the mistakes the 90% are making. You replicate what the top 10% are doing. Then you do it again 100 more times. And if you can afford it, even barely, hire someone who's already where you want to be for direct one-on-one coaching. The accelerated feedback loop alone is worth 10 times the cost. Step 5, spend money on the right things. Once you've freed up some cash and time, you have to spend that money strategically, not save it forever. There are 3 categories worth investing in. Tools, the software and platforms that give you leverage, a CRM, landing page builder, basic editing software. These aren't luxuries, they're multipliers. Implementation help, courses, communities, tutoring, mentorship. If someone could cut your learning curve in half, that investment pays dividends for years. And trial attempts, actually spending money to test things, running an ad, printing business cards, buying inventory. You have to put something at risk to learn what works. Progress requires attempts. Step 6. Do not touch your lifestyle. This is the step that separates people who reach 100K from people who almost reach it forever. Once money starts coming in, the temptation to upgrade your life is overwhelming. Nicer apartment, new car, better clothes, but every dollar you pour into your lifestyle is a dollar that doesn't compound. The goal isn't to look like you have money. The goal is to actually have money. Keep living lean until that $100,000 is sitting in your account. Then, keep living lean a little longer while you figure out your next move, because the day you stop investing in your own growth is the day your income growth stalls.
When you finally see that number, $100,000, sitting in your account, something shifts in you that's hard to describe until you felt it. It's not arrogance, it's not even excitement, it's peace. For the first time, you're not calculating whether you can afford next month's rent. You're not avoiding looking at your bank balance. You have a cushion, you have runway, you have the psychological freedom to actually think long-term, to pursue bigger ideas, take smarter risks, and build the kind of wealth that actually changes your family's trajectory. That's the real unlock of the first 100K. It's not the number itself. It's what it represents, the transition from surviving to building. So, let's bring it all together. Step 1. Cut all your costs so you have money to invest in the right things. Step 2. Take back your time and use it with intention. Step 3. Research skills that people are already paying for right now. Step 4. Learn through real repetitions and ruthless feedback analysis. Step 5. Spend strategically on tools, implementation, and attempts. Step 6. Freeze your lifestyle until the money is banked. That's the roadmap. 6 steps. No fluff, just execution. If you're serious about building wealth in 2026, whether that means your first 100K, starting a business, or finally achieving the financial freedom you've been talking about for years, then this is your starting point. If this video gave you even one idea that could change your financial life, drop a comment below and tell me where you are in your journey. Are you at 0? Already started? Somewhere in the middle? I read every single comment. And if you haven't yet, subscribe and hit the notification bell, because every week I'm putting out content on wealth building strategies, entrepreneurship, passive income ideas, investing strategies, and real ways to make money in 2026. No hype, no shortcuts, just the real roadmap. I'm Daniel Smith. I'll see you in the next one.